Hello everyone, this is Quiversee, and welcome back to more Pokemon Platinum. Last time we began our journey along with our, squirrel-brained buddy that I have named Squirrel, and got our first Pokemon from Professor Rowan, Torchimp the Chimchar. Let's actually take a look at his stats and stuff here. So yes, he is a Fire-type Pokemon, which we'll go into types more when they become relevant. He has a mild nature, which does impact some of his stats. We met him at level 5. He likes to relax and likes dry food. And we can see by his stats here, he has 22 hit points, 13 attack, 9 defense, 13 special attack, 11 special defense, and 12 speed. So his stats are actually pretty decent. Don't remember what the mild nature does, but I'm gonna guess by looking at this, it is probably plus special attack minus physical defense. Because natures basically do that. They give a modifier to two different stats, one of them making it higher, the other one making it lower by a percentage. I forget the exact percentage off the top of my head. But yeah, that's what I think mild does. And he has the ability Blaze, powers up fire-type moves in a pinch. Basically, that means if his health gets low, fire-type moves will do more damage. And he, of course, has the two moves, Scratch and Leer. So Scratch, we can see, is a Power 40, Accuracy 100 normal-type move, and that category icon there dictates whether it is one of 3 types of moves, physical, special, or status. In this case, it is physical, which means it uses the attack stat. And Leer, as we can see, is a status move. That is what that category means. Those are basically just moves that don't deal damage but have other effects. As we have seen with Leer, it lowers defense. I should mention, by the way, that I had to redo everything I did in the last part because in order to fix that weird graphical glitch, I had to change emulators. So I had to redo stuff, but everything is more or less the same. I do notice there is a bit of a weird graphical glitch on my character when I'm running. Yeah, like some of the pixels kind of break a little, but that's honestly minor compared to the flickering black squares. But more to the point, I also mentioned, I'm going to go to the Pokemon Center while I do this and heal up. At the end of the last part, I mentioned that I was going to be doing a Nuzlocke challenge. This is something I have always wanted to try, and I've only ever attempted once on my own time, but I've never actually run through to completion. So if you don't know what a Nuzlocke is, it's pretty straightforward. It's basically playing Pokemon, but with a few specific rules. Rule number 1 is I can only capture 1 Pokemon per route. The first encounter that I meet on a route is the only Pokemon that I can catch. And the only Pokemon that I can use. So, just to use as an example with Chimchar here, that Route 201. That means that I met him at Route 201, and in any other situation, it means that if I were to, for some reason, get more than 1 Pokemon that's read from Route 201, I can only ever use the first one. Chimchar is kind of an exception because he's your starter. He kind of, like, breaks the rule on that front. But basically, when I step in this tall grass, the first Pokemon that I catch, or find, is what I can catch. Which means my encounter for this route is, shocker, a Bidoof! And now I need to try and catch it. So we're going to start by using Scratch to weaken it. Okay. Still in the green. It's kind of risky attacking it now because attacks can also crit. If an attack crits, it deals extra damage, and it would have probably killed him if it crit. That said, it didn't, so I'm going to try and catch him. And it's pretty risky because if I had killed this Bidoof, if I had knocked him out, I would not be able to catch anything for this route, and I would be stuck with 1 less Pokemon as a result. But that didn't happen. We caught a Bidoof. So that's the first rule of the Nuzlocke. And the second rule, though probably the most important rule, is if Pokemon faints, it dies. Anyways, Bidoof, the plump mouse Pokemon. A comparison revealed that Bidoof's front teeth grow at the same rate as Rattatas, which is another Pokemon. I love how in this gen you even get a little footprint of it. It's got that little footprint right there in the middle. I love it. And of course, another rule is technically that I'm supposed to nickname all of them, which I do anyway. I'm gonna use the pointer for this. So what do I want to name my little beaver boy? I'm calling him Chuck. Mainly because I don't really care enough to come up with a truly clever name for him. Because Bidoof is not the best. But, hey, in a Nuzlocke, I'm not going to pass up any encounter. Hi, I work at the Pokemon Mart. Did you know that Pokemon's health is measured by hit points or HP? If a Pokemon runs out of HP, it faints and can't battle anymore. And except in Nuzlocke, it dies and it can't battle anymore. When HP gets low, you should heal it with a potion. Let me give you a potion as a free sample. First one's free. It'll automatically go in the medicine pocket of your bag. That's right, potions. So the potions, which we bought some at the Pokemart, and I did buy the same things at the Pokemart, by the way. They heal 20 HP. Oh, man, I could have gotten a Starly. I would have much preferred a Starly to a Bidoof. Oh, well. I can at least knock it out and get some XP. Starly is actually a pretty good Pokemon. It is a normal flying type that, honestly, when it's fully evolved, it is a bit of a powerhouse. It's not the strongest Pokemon out there, but they get some pretty good moves for what they do. Like, I really like Starly's line. Anyways, Torchip leveled up and learned Ember, our first fire-type move and our first special move. We're going to take a look at that move real quick. Let's go to Summary. There we go. So yeah, that icon there is a category for special moves, that little water ripples thing. And it is a fire-type move, which means that when I attack with it, I get what's known as Stab, or same type attack bonus. Because Chimchar is a fire-type Pokemon, and the attack is a fire-type attack, it gets boosted by 1.5 times. So even though its power is 40, when Chimchar uses it, it's acting as if it has a base power of 60. That's more or less how moves work when it comes to typing. So it's always good if you're having a Pokemon trying to attack, that you have at least one move that gets that same type attack bonus, because it will be better. Welcome home, Quiver. Are you and your Pokemon healthy? Take a quick rest, dear. Thankfully, resting at home is the equivalent of a Pokemon Center in terms of healing. What is it, Quiver? Wow, Professor Rowan asked you to do something that big. Okay, dear, go for it. Your mom's got your back. Oh, I know, Quiver. I've got something that you'll find useful. The journal! I forgot that was a thing in this game. In this gen, I guess. Like, as a recap, I have never played Pokemon Platinum, but I've played Diamond and Pearl, and I do kind of remember this being a thing. Anyways, it's a journal. It keeps a record of our daily events. Check it and you'll be able to remember what you did last. Gee, a journey full of adventure. I envy you, kiddo. Plus, you're not alone. You have your Pokemon with you. I wish I could go instead. I'm just joking, dear. Yup, Quiver. I'll be alright by myself, so you go and enjoy your adventure. When you're exposed to new things and experience new sensations, it makes your mother happy too. But come back sometimes. I'd like to see the kinds of Pokemon you've caught, dear. Hello? Excuse me, is my little squirrel here? Oh, no, he's not. Oh, then he must have left already. What to do? That boy shouted about going on an adventure, then he bolted. He's so headstrong and reckless. I at least wanted him to take this. Not to worry. Quiver will deliver that to him. Won't you, Quiver? Oh, really? You'd do that for me? Quiver, please take this to Squirrel for me. We got a parcel for Squirrel. Bye-bye, Quiver. Enjoy your adventure. Let me think. Knowing my boy, he would probably head straight to Jubilife City. Okay, please take that to my Squirrel. Jubilife City, you say? Very well, then. Although before that, I have another pit stop I want to make. Because I would like to go to the Verity Lake. Because Lake Verity is its own area, and it has tall grass. Might not be able to explore the lake proper, but in the grass, we can get a new Pokemon. And I can get my Starly! Heck yeah! Alright, Torchimp. Scratch it. I'm gonna try and catch you while you're in the green still. I mean, you are a low-level Pokemon. You shouldn't be too hard to catch. Let's try the Premier Ball, which it looks special, but it's literally just the same as the Pokeball. It just looks fancy. But Starly, you get it. 1, 2, 3. Got him. Starly was caught. Yeah. So that's my catch for Lake Verity. Starly, the starling Pokemon. Because they're weak individually, they form groups. However, they bicker if the group goes too big. What can I name you? Oops. When I think of some of the stuff that Starly's line can do, it reminds me of like an internet short I'd seen before called Strongbird. He will murder for bread. All right, Strongbird. Let's see how strong this bird really is. You are careful nature. That's not great, I don't think. But I don't know. Looking at its stats, it might not be that bad. And you only know Tackle and Growl right now. But I really want to train up this bird. I should also train up the Bidoof, but I'm not as hyper-fixated on that. The biggest challenge of Nuzlocke is definitely training up your team at the lower levels. Because of all the risk involved. Okay, you just tell me to go to Pokemon Centers. I should hit the Pokemon Center up. What do we got here? It's a random Starly. Alright. Well, Strongbird is definitely not going to win this fight if it's one-on-one against itself. Not unless that one just has really bad stats. So I'm going to switch over to Torchimp. And let's give it an Ember. You can see how much damage Ember did. A lot more than Scratch ever could. We'll finish off with Scratch. There we go, dead stop. Alright. Well, before we leave Sand Gem here, let's heal up and then talk to some of the townsfolk. Thanks for the healing, nurse. Talk to that nice lady at the counter and hand her your Pokemon. She'll heal your Pokemon to perfect health in no time at all. And for free, no less. You see that PC over there? The fancy blue one? If you've got Pokemon with you, it's free to use. Ah, yes, the PC system. How could I forget? Pokemon storage system was accessed. So this is how things work when it comes to Pokemon. So when you catch Pokemon, you saw that I had a party, but there's only 6 slots. If I get more than 6, they end up in boxes. And I'm just going to be a bit preemptive here. Because you can also, there's 18 boxes right now. I think you can get more later. But you can change the wallpaper on it. I think Crag is what I want. Maybe Crag? Yes, Crag is what I want for this. Because this one... Not wallpaper. Name. You can rename them too. So in a Nuzlocke, typically when your Pokemon faint or die, you're supposed to release them. I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to create a graveyard for them. I can't call it graveyard because there's not a space, so it's just going to be graves. As our Pokemon fall in battle, this is where they shall be immortalized for all eternity. But let's not be dour about it right now. We're going to close out the PC. There's 2 more PCs as well. There's our PC, mailbox, and ball capsules? Oh, I forgot this was a thing. Oh, I can't wait till we get to do that. That's fun. That's one of my favorite things about this gen. And then Rowan's PC. You've spotted 4 Pokemon in Sinnoh. Look harder for wild Pokemon. Don't be afraid of going into tall grass. That's basically a Pokedex evaluator. You know, give you an idea of how much you've seen, how much you've done. It's chock full of Pokemon books and photo collections. Sure is. And what do you have to say? The top floor of any Pokemon Center is the Pokemon Communication Club. There you can have all sorts of fun with your friends. Not sure how any of that would work in an emulator, if it even could, so I'm not even going to bother. Let's talk to the regular townsfolk outside the Pokemon Center. So I don't forget what's happened till now, I'd better save this. There, now I can take a break. Ah, yes. Saving your game. Oh, wow, Pokemon are so cool. You can make yours battle and make them stronger. I wish I had some, it's so cool. Sorry, kid, you're not 10 years old yet. You don't get Pokemon. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. One sec. Sorry about that interruption. I was distracted by this sign, and then my phone rang. Because we're in Sand Gem Town, the town of sand. Ah, yes. Look at all this sand. Oh, there's a route down here, too. Sand Gem Beach. Unfortunately, we can't find random Pokemon on the sand, but we can find a random item. An antidote! That is a medicine which is used specifically to cure poison, which we have not encountered yet. And we cannot go in the water. We don't know how to swim. But there is indeed sand here. Dawn's house. This is where Dawn must live. Ah, so that Rowan fellow is back. He's quite the remarkable man. He's been studying Pokemon since way, way back. My son and grandchild help Rowan with his studies now. Who are you? Oh, you Quiver? How are you doing that Pokemon X thingy for the professor? Well, that's the same as my big sister. Go for it! I love that we're just allowed to barge into her house and snoop around as if there's nothing wrong with this. It's nothing new for Pokemon or for RPGs in general, let's be real, but it's always weird. That thing you have, it's a Pokedex, isn't it? You're up to see all kinds of Pokemon now. Lucky you! Sure am. And this last house here. A good trainer is one that takes care not to let their Pokemon faint from losing HP. Pokemon grow steadily stronger from battling against other Pokemon. At first, you should take it easy, though. Heal your Pokemon regularly at Pokemon centers while you're leveling them up. Oh, you better believe I will. Okay, let's move on a little bit to Route 202. Hey, Dawn, what you doing? Oh, that's right. Quiver, I haven't shown you how to catch a Pokemon. I'll demonstrate how to catch one, so just watch me, okay? I've already caught 2! It's a Bidoof! She sends out her Turtwig. And we're forced into a tutorial. Even, like, how hard would it be for them to have the game recognize that we've already caught some wild Pokemon, so we don't need to learn how to catch wild Pokemon? Okay, its HP is down. It's ready for a Pokeball. It sure is. Truth be told, for Pokemon like Bidoof and Starly at these early routes, you could probably just chuck a Pokeball at them at full HP and it would catch. But better safe than sorry. I guess I'll use this opportunity to explain one other thing I'm going to be doing. I believe that in, like, Nuzlocke stuff, like, and all this is referred to as the species clause. Long story short, if on this route I encounter another Bidoof or a Starly, I can bypass it. The one encounter rule won't apply unless it is a new Pokemon. See, isn't it neat? Actually, it's better to lower your target's HP more than I did. It's important to get the Pokemon's HP down as low as possible. This is because a healthy Pokemon is very difficult to catch. Oh, Pokemon can also get easier to catch if you make them sleep or something by using a Pokemon's move. Okay, Quiver, get you started, I'll give you 5 Pokeballs. We get 5 free Pokeballs. If you have lots of Pokemon with you, it'll be safer on long trips. Plus, it'll be a lot more fun having your Pokemon friends along. Okay, I need to get going. Bye now. Bye, Dawn. Alright, what's our encounter? What do we get? It's a doof. We can kill it. Strong bird. Okay. Come on, give me something new. Unfortunately, Bidoof are going to be extremely common. Strongbird gained a level up. Not bad. We got these beavers, man. These beavers. All right. Well, I was going to go up there, but now I kind of want to head back to the Pokemon Center. Oh my, it's a bird. Alright, I think I need to run from this fight. Torchimp is getting pretty hurt. And I'm still not trusting a 1v1 with Strong Bird against a level 4 Starly. It's entirely possible I might not be able to catch anything there. I know there is one more Pokemon I can encounter on these routes that we haven't seen yet. It's just rare. I'm not going to grind for it, but I won't turn it down if it shows up. Truth be told, in hindsight, I probably should have just waited until this route to go for Starly and waited on Lake Verity for something else, because eventually we'll be able to explore more of that area, and there'll be more Pokemon to get. But what's done is done. Anyways, here's our first chance of a random trainer. You're a Pokemon trainer, so am I. Our eyes met, so battle we must. Who do you think you are, Yoda? Youngster Tristan has challenged us to battle with a Starly. Ooh, it's stronger than my Starly. I'm a Growl. Oh, it knows Quick Attack. That means ours will probably be learning that soon. Shirky Dock Bakaling. So yeah, Quick Attack is kind of like a Tackle, except it has what's known as speed priority. Basically, so, you know, Pokemon, they take their turns based entirely on their speed stat, but some moves have a speed priority, which basically means that regardless of the opponent's speed, it'll go first. Other moves have varying amounts of speed priority. Some of them even have negative. I guess the easiest way to think about it is if two moves are being used at the same time and they have the same speed priority, then the turn order is determined by the Pokemon's stat. Otherwise, it is determined entirely by whoever has the higher speed priority. Most moves have a priority of 0, and Quick Attack has a priority of 1. So Quick Attack goes faster than anything at 0 or lower, regardless of your Mon's speed. All of that to say, it's a pretty handy move to have. Anyways, we beat him. Too strong, too strong! Dude, all I did was growl at your bird for a bit and then burn it. Trainer tips! All Pokemon that are involved in battle earn experience points. The more your Pokemon battle, the stronger they will become. This is true. And now for another trainer. I spy with my little eye a trainer. A battle, please. Sure. So, last Natalie. Bidoof. I ain't taking any chances, and I'm just gonna switch straight to Torchimp. I really should start working on the Bidoof a bit, but I want to at least get Strongbird to level 6 before I start messing with the That was a crit. That was a crit. Like I said, crits can be scary. Okay, another Ember should kill it. Thank goodness. If it crit again, I would have lost Torchimp right then and there. Oh, boo, I can't win. You came dangerously close, man. Alright, I'm gonna go heal really quick and head back there. Got another Bidoof beat up. That's always good. Hey, another trainer. Let's have a Pokemon battle. But I'm gonna win. I somehow doubt that, kid. Youngster Logan. Burmy! A Pokemon we haven't seen yet. This little guy's a bug type, which actually would be weak to our bird if we had any flying type moves, but we don't. That being said, Burmy are pretty weak. It does no tackle, but it only does 2 damage. Yeah, Burmy! They're not the best Pokemon out there. I do kind of like them for some of their gimmick, but that's not exactly relevant to them in direct combat. It's obvious this thing is pathetic. Anyways, is dead, and Strongbird got some easy XP. Truth be told, I probably could have sent out the Doof and done this. I just thought of a much better name for my Bidoof, and I can't wait till I can rename it, because if I still have it and I'm using it by that point, I'm going to rename it to something that makes much more sense. Speak of the Doof! Hello, kid. Some Pokemon only appear in the morning. Some only come out at night. I'll keep looking till I've seen them all. Oh, right. I forgot this was also in this gen. It does have a day-night cycle, and that can determine some of the Pokemon you'll encounter. Hello, Dawn. Hi, Quiver. Are you catching Pokemon? I think it'd feel a lot safer if you were to catch some more. You know, like when you travel to faraway places. Oh, I know. Don't you think it's better to know more about Pokemon? Sure it is. I know just the place. Come on, don't be shy. Follow me. Don't you start losing the train of... Lord. That man. What is he doing? Looks like he's staring at a lamppost. What? How did you know? How did you unmask me as a member of the International Police? Huh? What? I beg your pardon? I was just making conversation. You claim you're only making conversation, do you? But I know better not to believe that. No. You recognized right away that I was someone extraordinary. That is why you spoke to me, is it not? Your power of observation is fearsome. Quite admirable you are. Now that my cover has been blown, let me introduce myself. I am a globe-trotting elite of the International Police. My name... no, I shall inform you only of my codename. My codename, it is Looker. It is what they call me. Incidentally, is the saying, "Don't be a thief," familiar to you? As a saying? No. As a piece of general advice to not be a horrible person? Sure. Yes, that is correct. Taking what belongs to others is wrong. Unfortunately, there are apparently those who do not heed those words. In Sinnoh, in fact, there are criminals stealing the Pokemon of others. I have therefore been on the lookout for characters arousing my suspicion. Incidentally, you are trainers, yes? Perhaps you can make use of this. A versus recorder. I don't remember how those work. That versus recorder. It is a nifty device for recording a match. I obtained it because it is quite popular these days. But myself, I do not Pokemon battle very often. It will be in better hands with you. Also, I have a request. If you were to see me again, I ask that you do not talk to me, for I am on duty. Actually, yes. Yes, you may speak to me, you must. Not because I am lonely, no. You must inform me of bad guys. You must inform me of enemy happenings. I love Looker, he's so eccentric. He's a recurring character from other games, that's how I recognize him. Working for the International Police must be hard. Oh, Quiver, here it is. It's the trainer's school. The name says it all. I saw your friend Squirrel go in earlier. He could still be in there studying. Okay, bye now. Bye. Whew. And I think that's gonna do it for now. Gonna heal off our Pokemon. And next time on Pokemon Platinum, we're gonna take a tour around Jubilife City. And give Squirrel the parcel that I only just now remembered we had for. Thank you all so much for watching. Goodbye.